Hey you guys, I'm just getting everything set up now for our video, so I'm running a couple minutes behind. I apologize for that. Things just got away from me today. So I'm going to go ahead and share out the links, and I'm going to upload a couple of links to the comments just to get things going, because last time I know people had a lot of questions about certain things I was using and where to find things. So I'm going to try to drop those links in the comments right away so that we can just refer people back to that thread. So bear with me. Go ahead and let me know what you're working on today, because I always like knowing what you guys are up to, what your big projects are, and who already has their journal picked out. If you already have your journal picked out for the year, I would love to know what you're using and what style of journaling you're going with. If you're doing more of a memory book or if you're doing a planner, kind of like what I'm setting up today. Anyway, let me know kind of what you're doing, what you're working on. So, I don't know why I was running so behind today. I started everything early. You know how it goes. Like, you start everything early and then it just gets away from you. Okay, hi Gina, how are you? Hi Gina, you're setting yours up like mine? Oh, that makes me feel good, but that's a lot of pressure now too, because, hi Amy, good to see you again. Yeah, it's a lot of pressure because now I feel like if it fails you, it's all my fault. Okay, here we go. I'll get this shared out to our friends in Bullet Journal Junkies. If you guys are just joining me, if you are new to bullet journaling specifically, there is a group that you should join called Bullet Journal Junkies, and it's huge. There are tons of people in it, but they have a lot of ideas for, I mean, people are always in there sharing their spreads and sharing how they do things, and I find it to be very helpful for me if I get stuck on something. I go in there and I ask around and see what people are doing. It's very helpful. So anyway, I shared this link over there in case any of them are interested in joining us and playing along. So, okay, the other things I was going to give you guys, though I don't want to forget, the section of the blog that has all of our Planvember playbacks. So if you want to go back and watch the old videos, you don't have to search through my Facebook feed. The comment that I just dropped down in there is the category on my blog called Planvember, and you can go there and I've got all the posts in order and you can rewatch the videos right there in the blog post with all of the links of the things that we're talking about. So you don't have to hunt and search around. Yeah, I've tried to make that easy for you guys because I know when we first started it wasn't really as easy. Okay, and then for some reason everyone keeps asking about this helix and circle maker. That has been the star of the show so far, everybody. The helix, angle, and circle maker. All right, let me go in here and I'll grab the link and I'll drop that for you guys. So just so you guys know, I use affiliate links. And if you don't know what that is, it means that when you use my link, when you click on it and make a purchase through my links, it means that I get a small commission. And that's a huge way of how I make money doing what I do without having to charge you guys a fee, and I don't sell anything to you. I would much rather show you what I'm using, and if you like it, you buy it through my links. If you don't, then you don't buy it. Like, I don't want to be a salesman. I just like to journal with you guys. But anyway, that's what those are. So if you ever hear people talk about affiliate links, that's what that means. Okay, so let's get started. That's enough setting up with links for now. I have my computer set up right in front of me here so I can drop links as we're going. If you guys need to know about something and you have a question about what I'm using, I can go over and pull the link and I'll drop it in the comments for you guys. Hi Barbara from Houston. Oh, I love Houston. I really do. I like Texas a lot. My husband and I got engaged in Texas, so it's got a soft spot in my heart. The best salesmen are non-salesmen. That's probably true, isn't it, Amy? Like, I feel like when people push it too hard, then, you know, they end up, oh no, Haley, you can't find it in the UK. Oh no, I'm so sad. My gosh, you know what, Haley, send me an email at megan@pageflutter.com. Just send me an email, okay? And let me know that you couldn't find it, Megan@pageflutter.com. I spell my name Megan, M-E-G-A-N, the simplest way that you can spell it, I think. But yeah, send me an email, Haley, because I'm sorry that you can't find that, and I'll see if I can help you out just a little bit. I've got Whitley from North Carolina. I used to live in South Carolina. I love the Carolinas. Amy again. Yes, Houston is still in our prayers for sure. Hi, Dawn from Colorado. Woohoo, Colorado. I love my Colorado. I miss it so much. I am so sad that I don't live there anymore. I keep trying to convince my husband that we need to get a house in Colorado, like a little mountain cottage that we can go to for vacations. Wouldn't that be great? I have I'm still drinking my gym recovery drink. That's how far behind I was today, you guys. Okay, so if you're just joining us, if you're new to this series, what I'm doing is every weekday of November, not the weekends, because I have a family that they kind of like me. I think they want my attention sometimes. So on the weekends, I spend it with my families. But on the weekdays, I'm doing these videos at 10:30 U.S. Central Time, and I'm doing a live video of setting up my journal for 2018. So I'm taking you guys through page by page. And I wanted to do this live for a few reasons, because I think when you guys watch YouTube videos, a lot of times they fast forward through the quote-unquote boring parts, which are usually the parts where you're doing all the work to get the page set up. And that's not a bad thing. They're making it easier for you to watch the video and get set up, and I love YouTube for that. But it also sometimes gives you an unrealistic view of how long you should devote to setting up your journal, and you get kind of down on yourself when it doesn't take you 10 minutes to set up this gorgeous, page with all these doodles. And hi, Chandra, welcome. I'm glad to have you. Anyway, so I wanted to make sure you guys get a realistic picture of how much time to devote to this, and know that you're not doing something wrong if it takes you a little bit longer. And some people will say that this is a waste of time. If it's a waste of time for you, then you're not getting anything out of it. That's okay. Nobody has to use this style of planning if it doesn't feel authentic. For me, the time that I put into it, I get back tenfold. So for me, it's worth it. I find that if I sit down and devote some time and energy and attention to setting things up in a way that works for me, I'm better off for the rest of the year. So I don't mind, and it's enjoyable. I enjoy this. I think it's fun. So it's kind of half planning and organizing and half hobby. So it's very relaxing and I enjoy it. So for those of you who are new, I'm going to go ahead and do a flip through and show you what we've done so far to get you caught up. You can also, if you scroll up in the comments, you'll find a link to the section of my website that has all of the past videos that you can watch. And but I'll go ahead and get you guys caught up for today so you know what we're working on. So, okay, let me move the camera tripod around here and get you guys all set up. It's always a little bit of it's always tricky because a lot of people who do these live videos, they can face the camera the whole time, and I can't really, because I want you guys to see what I'm doing. I want you to be able to watch what I'm writing. Okay, here we go. Let's see. I think we can do better than that. Okay. All right, so I've kind of got you guys sideways here. Does that work? So now I can kind of peek back and still see oh, hi Simone from Denmark. Wow. Oh no, Barbara says that the window is frozen. So Barbara, go ahead and close everything out and then try to hop back in. And then that should fix it. So, yay! Hi Simone from Denmark. I can't believe that. I've got people going global. Okay, so this is my current journal. So this is the journal that I'm going to be moving from, and this is a Rhodia Goal Book, which I got from JB Welley. And I will make sure that I'll make sure that I put the link in there for you guys for JB Welley. I really like them. They're a very small online stationery company, and that's part of why I like them, just because they're small and they know, they're, for some reason I'm really drawn to them. They always package things very carefully. Their customer service is great. But anyway, enough about that. That's not a sales pitch. That's just me going off on a rant. So anyway, this is what I'm moving from. And I've been really happy with it. But I'm about halfway through, so I will finish this book up just in time to jump to this one in 2018. And this is a Scribbles That Matter. Hi from Greece. Woohoo! I love it when people are coming from all these different places. Like, I've never gotten to go to Denmark. I've never gotten to go to Greece. So now I feel like you guys being in here gives me a reason to aspire to go there someday. So anyway, I'm moving into a Scribbles That Matter, which I haven't tried yet. And so I'm excited to use it for my first journal of 2018. And what we did so far, I'll just catch you guys up really fast, is the first day we did, I went through, I kind of showed you guys some different notebook options, and depending on the style of journaling that you like to do, you may want to use a different type of journal. This is just what I'm using, and it works. Bound notebooks work very well for me. I know some people prefer something that they can move the pages around, and that's totally fine. This just happens to work very well for me and how I think. So I went through and I added these Post-its to each page just to kind of envision how I was going to organize things before I started putting ink down on the page. I think sometimes we get so excited to start a new journal that we rush into it and we start writing things down, and then those early pages are not ordered the way that we want them ordered, and that can kind of haunt us through the rest of the journal. The rest of the time, I don't think it's a big deal. For some reason, later on in the journal, it doesn't matter as much, but for me, those early pages are very important to set the tone. So we went ahead and we labeled those. Then we'll go ahead and do a flip through real fast. I'll show you guys what we've done so far. The first day, we created this little doodle dashboard, and we created a year at a glance calendar. The next day I showed some tricks for keeping this centered and making it a little easier to make. Some people have a hard time with this one. Then we created a birthday and holiday tracker. So I'm gonna do birthdays inside the wheel and holidays outside, and everybody kind of helped me come up with the color theme for this page, which was a lot of fun. And then yesterday we set up our long-term planning pages, which is also called the future log, future plans, future pages. People call them a lot of different things. So I call these my long-term pages. But, and this is just how I do it. It's just, I call it the column method. I don't know if it has another name, but this is just what I use. So each month I have one line for each day, and it's really just there to, to have an assigned space for each appointment throughout the year if you don't have the monthly page created yet. So that's all this is. It's just a little placeholder for appointments that have a date. And if they don't have a date, sometimes I'll just pick one. But yeah, this is just how I do it. So yesterday we only did this first page, and you guys didn't get to see because I just repeated the process for the other months of the year. So this is how I did it. I picked a new color, and I went through, I ended up using these 3 colors. So the first page was teal, which you guys picked. And then the second page, hang on, this was the teal. And then the next page was this purple. And then the next page was this salmon kind of color, which I really like. So, and these were the Tombow twin tones, if you guys want to look for those. I can drop the link for you, but anyway, we won't go off too much about supplies today. Okay, so the next page that we're going to make, which is an extension of my long-term planning page, is I'm just going to make a little 2019 overflow page. The way that our family works, I actually do have to plan out things a long time in advance. So things like vacations or Christmases, and whose family are we going to do Christmas with, kind of thing. We live in one state. My family lives in another state. My husband's family lives in another state. So there's quite a bit of coordination that has to happen there. You know, everybody fights over the grandkids. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to do today. And this is going to be a very simple page. It doesn't need to be very detailed. Long-term planning doesn't need a lot of detail. We really just want like a place to aim for. Just to know that, hey, in June of 2019, this thing is going to happen, and we kind of need to think about it. Keep it in the back of our mind. So that's what we're going to do today. And I just have not decided totally how I'm going to organize this guy. But I think I'm going to start with the header, which I don't always do. I sometimes start with the important parts and then add the header later, but I think today we're going to start with the header and do something kind of fun. So let's get started. Okay. I have a ton of black pens here. I buy too many black pens, guys. I don't need this many black pens. I think I'm going to use this guy. Yeah, that's the Tombow number 5. It's the mono drawing pen. That's what that guy is. All right. So this is my 2019 overflow. So I think we'll do some open numbers. If you want to start things in pencil, you're more than welcome to do that. I'm diving right in with ink because I'm sort of the opinion that starting in pencil, you have to do everything twice. And then it just kind of increases that pressure of needing everything to be perfect. So I try to force myself to use ink whenever possible and then embrace the mistakes. They're just mistakes after all. It's not that big of a deal. Oh, see, my 9 came out kind of wonky, but that's okay. All right, so we'll do 2019, and then I can add some color or some pattern there. In fact, maybe I'll add like a couple of little. Some little dots, just to give it a little bit of interest here. I tend to do really simple, if I'm going to do letters or numbers in a stylized way, if I'm going to do, you know, hand lettering type stuff, I usually do things that are very simple because I'm just not very good. So I keep it simple, and then, you know, if I screw up, no big deal. So, and this is my overflow scheduling page, so that's what we'll call it. So I'm using a brush pen right now, which if you are up on the whole hand lettering thing is really easy to use because you just push down a little bit harder when you're going down, and then you lift up a little bit, less pressure when you're going up, and then you end up with kind of these cool variations. So. Okay, and then I'm going to let my W kind of melt down the page because we're overflowing. Fun, huh? There. Okay, cool. And then I'll give it a little bit of an edge here. Something a little bit thicker. This is a number 8 micron. Pigma micron, and I like that because it's nice and thick and you get this real distinct line with it when you're using it for headers. Okay, cool. A lot of fun. For some reason I can't see the comments here. Why can't I see the comments? There you are. Okay, I got my comments back. Hi Amalia from Italy. Gina's here. Hi Gina. What do I... Oh, if I have... Okay, I'm sorry guys, I'm catching up with the comments. I'm just looking back over my shoulder. For some reason I had my comments off. Okay, so if I have more than one thing in a day, I write small. I actually can fit 2 appointments in this particular spread. I can fit more than 1. Or if I need to, I can kind of use it as an adapted Calendex where I can write down a page number and then flip to that page for more details about what's going on that day. So if that answers your question, if I have more than 1 appointment in a day. Okay, let me catch up again on the comments. Oh, Sandra, no, I'm sorry. We did not skip 2018. These are my 2018 planning pages, and this takes me through the end of 2018, and then this page is just if I have appointments in 2019 that I need to pre-plan for, and I need to plan beyond the end of 2018. Does that make sense, you guys? Yeah, and I see Whitley kind of tried to help with that too. She tried to explain that, so... Okay, yeah, I have to plan things way in advance. I'm sorry, guys. I should have explained that just a little bit better. So, Leslie, the size of this journal, this is an A5 journal, which, if I were to measure it out for you, is about 5.5 inches by 8.25 inches. I'm sorry, I'm not doing millimeters. That's awful. I'm just not very metric. I should get with the metric program, you guys. And this guy doesn't even have millimeters on it. I'm going to do better with that. I'm going to get a ruler that actually has millimeters too to help everybody out, because, or centimeters, not millimeters. Centimeters would probably be more useful in this case. But anyway, I will do that for you guys, because I know in the international, this type of journaling is very international, and it doesn't really help very much for everybody except my US friends when I give inches. I don't know why the US can't get on board with the metric system. Seriously, guys, it's so much more logical. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna go back and shadow this just a little bit. So this marker that I'm using, this is like a double-ended brush pen. This one I think is, yeah, this one's by Tombow, and it has a gray side and it has a black side. So I'm gonna go back and shadow just a little bit with the gray side. I'm not great at shadowing, so bear with me. Thank you, Simone, for giving it in millimeters there. Okay, so, okay. I'm just gonna do a little bit of shadowing here. Like I said, shadowing is not my forte, so I'll just do the best I can. Even if I'm not good at something, if I like the way it looks, I just kind of keep practicing, and I don't worry too much about keeping up with the big dogs. You know, all the people who are so good at their lettering. I'm newer to hand lettering, and I just dabble, and I have fun with it, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right. I tend to think that if you only do things you're good at, you're never really going to be good at anything. Okay. Okay, so there's my little guy overflowing. There. Okay. Okay, there we go. I think that looks nice. Now, what do you guys think? I'm gonna let viewer's choice here. Do I leave 2019 blank and open, or should I go ahead and color it in with a color? I'll let you guys kind of decide on that for me as I'm thinking about how I'm going to organize the rest of this page. I need to do some counting. So go ahead and comment if you want that colored, or if you like the way that it looks just blank, black and white. I've done a lot of color in some of these other pages. I left this one black and white. I did a ton of color in this page. So it could go either way here. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me do some counting here. And I'm actually gonna, this is a case for pencil. Let me grab a pencil real fast. Let's see if I have one handy. I don't have a single pencil handy here. What's wrong with me? Hold on, guys. Hold on. There we go. I have a whole jar of pencils that I put on the other side of the room. Okay, which guy do we want? This guy. All right, here we go. Can you guys hear my little boy squealing in there? Color brightens your future. I like that. Gina likes color. Let's see what else. Leslie likes it blank. Simone likes it blank. Color. Mint and pink. Okay. Like my scribbles that matter. That's a good idea. Color it in. Color, color. Leave it open. Okay. I had a couple. It's kind of split. So, okay. How about... We'll wait on that. We'll look at it at the end, and then we can decide, okay? I tend to like that idea about going mint and pink. We might do alternating mint, pink, mint, pink. That would be kind of cool, huh? Or we could do the 20 in mint and the 19 in pink. Ooh. We're getting wild now. Okay. So my header kind of comes down to about here, and it takes up, yeah. Yep, it uses up some of these. So I've got this one free, this one free. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So I've got 31. Let's just round it to 30. We've got to get 12 months on here somehow. I think we'll split it down the middle. I really hate doing math in public, but sometimes it can't be avoided. Math is like kissing. You should only do it in private, just in case it's really ugly and sloppy. Right? Okay. Let's see. So really I'm going to have to fit 6 months on each of these. So yeah, I think that we can do this. I think we can get it done. I think if we do, okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Should be 4 each. 1, 2, 3, 4. We should be able to fit all in there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, so I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, that's still not right. This is why we're using pencil for this, because I didn't know exactly how I wanted to organize it right off the bat, and that's not quite the way I want it to work out. So, okay, let's be a little smarter about this. And I try going for a midpoint. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That should be about midway. Okay, now we got 4, and then we just need to fit 3 in each of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that'll be 15. So it should be 5. Yep, it should be 5 squares on each. You guys are probably see 5 each. Jennifer's on it, 5 blocks. You guys are so much better at math than I am. Oh my gosh. Oh, Lisa, I'm sorry your little kiddo's sick. I've been there. Now you want to stay home and work on your bujo. I like that. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's gonna work out. Okay, so now I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm gonna go ahead and just do it in pen. We know it's gonna work out. Okay, so I'm gonna have the first 6 months here, the second 6 months here, and then I'll just have a little bit, let's see, how am I gonna do this? I'm actually gonna move these lines in so that I can write the month right next to it, sideways. So I'm gonna make them a little bit more narrow. Because I don't really need this to be very detailed. I just need it to be a place where I can drop appointments or long-term planning if I need to. I'm not gonna need a lot of space. I don't anticipate having to use this page a lot, but every now and then something will come up that I need a place to put it for the following year. So I like to have these pages ready. Okay, and here we go. Yeah, and I moved that one in just a little bit so that I have room to make a little bit of a header. Actually, I think we better put it here. Okay. There are probably a dozen ways to do a page like this, and I'm just doing the simplest one that I can come up with. Oh, I put that line a little bit too long. See, I made a little mistake. No big deal. I'm just gonna go in here with my little dry line white out and get rid of that little line. Because I don't need this to extend out that far. Okay, so I'll go from here. Okay. You know, the lines are the boring part. I always like to jump to the doodling and stuff. Like, that's the fun part. But you gotta get those lines in, otherwise the page doesn't really do you much good. So, let's see. Oh my gosh, look at all those little hearts coming in. You're set until okay, so Lisa says she's set until 2018, but she has about 6 pages left in her 2017. Nice, just for some fun. I love that. Elizabeth, if you're just now joining us, what we're making is a 2019 very long-term planning page in my journal for 2018. So this is my first journal of 2018, and I'm kind of getting it ready early. And I like having a page right after my future planning pages. I like having a page that's just for the next year, where I can drop little thoughts or big projects that are coming up. So that's what this is going to be. So we're going to have 12 little boxes here, one for each month, and I'm going to add some fun little, I think I'm going to add a cute little doodle to the side of each one to kind of make it a little bit more fun. So this is an easy page to set up. It doesn't really take very long. I mean, it goes a lot faster if you do your counting the first time. I just did it wrong, didn't I? Yep, I surely did. Okay, so here's what we'll do. Let's just roll with it. Let's not let it get us down. So we'll do, let's see, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Let's just let them be uneven, because I counted wrong. These were each supposed to be 5 squares, and then I accidentally made these two 4. So we're just gonna leave them uneven. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna let it be. I'm just gonna be free today. Be free. Okay. All right. Hi, Leah. Glad you're here. All right. So now for the days of the month, let's go back to the brush pen, and we're gonna do some little. We'll do these in gray to kind of echo this gray shadow that's over here. So we'll do January. We'll do February. January, February. This is going to be March. This one's going to be April. I was talking to you guys and I wasn't paying attention to my counting. So January, February, March, April, May. Not that I'm blaming you. I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying I wasn't paying attention. May, June, okay, we'll go back over here. I want to do July. So I shorted a couple months, but that's okay. And we'll do this guy, September. Oh, so Whitley says that June and December are typically her busiest months because of school and letting out. So yeah, that actually might work out. That's true. Having a little bit of a bigger, like having a little bit of a bigger space for those, not too bad. Yeah, exactly. Bailey says the best part about Abujo is it doesn't have to be perfect. That's so true. Yes, Lisa, I have an Instagram, and it's just Instagram/PageFlutter. So, okay, Brittany, the brand of journal that I'm using is Scribbles That Matter. And I can link to this one for you, September. Let me get through, I'll finish these because I guess I was talking earlier and then I messed it up. So let me finish this and then I'll find the link and I'll drop it down in the comments for you guys. October, November. And December. Okay, now I think I'm just gonna add a little colorful doodle, like a tiny one each month, just to add a little bit of color. Now you guys were really gunning for color, I think, so let's, we'll do pink. which pink? There are two pinks. There's the super hot pink and then the more Barbie doll pink. So we could go with either one there. Oops, I turned off the comments again. All right, scrolling back down. Okay, let's see. Yeah, let me link to, let me do these links for you guys real fast. And then, yeah, we'll get it going. Okay. All right. Okay. There's the Instagram for you. And I'll go over here. I'll get the Scribbles That Matter because you guys were asking about that. It's the Scribbles That Matter Pro in Mint is what it is. And I will drop that link for you as well. Okay, it's coming. Okay, and here's that one. This is the Scribbles That Matter. Okay. I need my husband to come be my assistant here. You know, he should really, I mean, he's at work right now, but, okay, so I've got Barbie and light green, mint green, Barbie doll pink. Okay, we'll go with the Barbie doll. Let's go with the Barbie doll. I kind of agree with you guys there. And light green. So I've got this minty color here. How's that? You guys happy with that guy? Oh, thank you, Lisa. Am I saying that right? Is it pronounced Lisa? I see it has an E at the end. I'm assuming that it's Lisa, but let me know if I'm saying it wrong, because then I'll feel bad. I don't want to feel bad. I don't want to keep doing it wrong. So, okay, let's do our 20 in pink. Here we go. These pens are very wet. I will let you know that ahead of time. So I think I kind of dove into them when I first got them thinking that they'd be sort of like the Staedtler fine liners. And they are, on the fine side, they're very much like those. But on the thicker side, they, yeah, they're just, the ink flow, they really come out. They lay down a lot of color really fast, which is great, but you just have to kind of, you know, get used to them a little bit. But I really like the way that they look when they're done, because they really pop off the page. All right, and then we'll do a little mint here. We'll do 19 in mint. It's crazy to think about that just one more year and it'll be 2019. Do you guys have any big goals that you're trying to finish by the end of 2017? Comment below. Drop them in the comments. Let me know what you guys are working on, because I have a whole bunch that I want to get done before the end of 2017. And I'm probably being a little bit too ambitious, but that's okay. I mean, what I don't get done, I'll just do next year, right? So, okay. So that looks pretty cool. I'm happy with that. And then I'm going to go in, I'm just going to add a little doodle to each one. First, I think I'm going to erase my pencil marks so we can see what this actually looks like. Let me see. Whitley's got a goal of reading 72 books. That's a really good one. What does the candle smell like? Oh yeah, I forgot that I even lit this little guy. This is white tea and mint. And I think I got this at Target a couple years ago. I couldn't even tell you. The lid doesn't say anything about what it is. But yeah, it's a soy candle. I don't know what the brand is, but white tea and mint. It's really soft smelling, which is nice because, you know, when I'm working, I don't get overwhelmed by the smell. It's just enough that it makes my office a fun place to be. You know, a little hygge for my office, which I just learned about last year. Hygge, which is, I think I'm saying it right. If, let's see, let me scroll back down. Oh yeah, Whitley. Yeah, it's definitely a Target candle. Let me save you guys a lot of time. Everything from in my home, pretty much everything is from Target. So we'll just answer the rest of your questions real fast. So I think it's just one of those places that, you know, I go in there with my kids because I need to pick up 2 things, and it's just easiest to get things at Target because I'm already there. Yeah, anyway. So, okay. So here we go. Let's scroll down. Okay. I think in the corner of my January here, I'm going to add a little snowflake. Let's do a snowflake. Snowflakes are fun, right? Just a tiny little guy. Nothing complicated. I tend to be very, when I doodle, it's very doodly. Like my doodles have, there's no pretense with my doodles. They are straight doodles. There's not, no one's ever gonna mistake my doodles for sketching or high art or anything like that. They are just doodles. They're just fun. For February, I'll use my bright, bright pink, and I'll do a couple little hearts for Valentine's Day. Why not? And I'll do a red one right behind that. So the cool thing about these pens that I really like is that they have that fine side and the thick side. So the thick side is really nice for headers, but then the fine side is good for this type of thing, you know, just making these tiny little doodles. And I know a lot of people want to know how they compare to the Staedtlers, and my experience with these has been they're advertised as being the same width as the Staedtlers. So they're both supposed to be on the fine side, like, I don't know, I think it's 0.3 maybe. It might be smaller than that. I'm not sure. But I feel like these are a little bit finer. I'm not sure why, even because they're supposed to be the same, but they're just not quite the same. Okay, what do we want to do for March? St. Patty's Day? Anybody? Yeah? Let's do St. Patty's Day. I'm going to test these because I don't know what color these are going to come out. Let's see here. So this one, yeah, that's a nice greeny green. It's not too lime. So, okay, Leah said she had a phone call and she missed what kinds of pens they are. They are Tombow twin tone markers. So, yes, thank you, Bailey, for jumping in on that. I appreciate that. This group is so nice because you guys know that I'm busy and I can't get to everything, and you guys are always there to help each other out, and I love that. I think that's so much what the journaling community is about, isn't it? Like, I think it's probably one of the most cooperative and kind communities, you know, encouraging, especially on the internet. The internet is such, it's like the Wild West out there, you guys. But, you know, our community tends to really try to keep things positive and, you know, supportive, which I love. I love that. Okay. Yeah. We'll do our little St. Patty's Day clover. Why not? And April, of course, April showers, right? Gotta have our little April showers. Do our little raindrops here. Okay. And then May, of course, we need some flowers for May, right? Let's do purple flowers. I need some purple on this page. All right. And I'll start with a little gold center on my flower. And some purple leaves. Oh, hi, kitty. Can you guys hear my cat? Come here, Tasha. Come here. She is very fat and very snuggly, and I love her very much. I've had her since 2006. Yeah, I got her in 2006. I know, you want to see the fat kitty? Okay, let me grab her. I'll show you guys the fat kitty. Here, we'll move this. Let's take a little break for fat kitty time. Okay, come here. All right, hold on. I'll grab her. Fat Kitty for you guys. You guys will appreciate her. Here she is. There's Fat Kitty. You have a cat that hates everyone. So Tasha loves everyone. She's really sweet. She's a very sweet, sweet kitty. So, oh, Heather, is your kid giving me frowny faces? That won't do. And then, of course, I have the big Lola dog here, too. You guys can see her. Come here, Lola. There's Lola. Lola's my boxer. She's my Brady cat. So, okay, let's get back to it, huh? Yeah, she's a calico and super fat, and I have to have her on like a feeding schedule. It's crazy. It's crazy, you guys. So, okay, Lola is like super easy, but Tasha, on the other hand, the cat, like Tasha is super high maintenance. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time getting this situated again. Okay, so let's keep going with our little doodles. Those are my pet babies. I have human babies too, but you know, somehow the pets are just a lot easier to deal with. Okay. All right, so we've got our little Mayflower. That's kind of fun. June, let's do a sunshine for June. Everything starts to come out in June. Oh, some sunny. All right, July. What should we do for July, guys? How about a wave for some surf? Sounds good, huh? There we go. Let's go surfing. And we'll do... In fact, I'm going to draw a little surfboard on there. How's that? There we go. And we'll stick a little red stripe through it. Oh, fireworks, of course. Here, we'll do fireworks over here. Of course. How could I forget 4th of July? There, we've got some fireworks over there. So Tasha is coming in here telling me that it's time to feed her. That's what she's doing. She's whining for food because she thinks she's a dog, I think. So August, let's do a nice tree for August. Just like a nice hot August late summer day tree. There we go. That's fun for August. And then September, how about an apple for school? Because school here typically starts in September. In other parts of the world, they start different times, but at least in my neck of the woods, they usually start in September, early September, or late August. Sometimes they're already in school, depending on what kind of district they're in, I guess. But okay, there's that. Give it a little stem. So this is shaping up to be kind of a fun page, you know. We had it real simple at first. My little one out there is doing Donald Duck noises. Okay, so yeah, then we just added a little bit of color. So you definitely could have stopped and not done any of the doodles and just left it as is. But this is kind of a fun page too. Let's do, I know, for October, I'm actually gonna do, I hope nobody has arachnophobia because I'm doing a big old spider for October. My friend told me this story. She didn't tell it to me. She put it on Facebook. That she went to put on her boots yesterday and not one but 2 giant spiders climbed out of her boots. So she was debating whether or not to just burn the boots altogether and be done with it. So Lisa, I usually go live for about an hour, depending on how long the page takes to set up. But I'm going to be doing this every weekday of November, with the exception of the week of Thanksgiving. Just because I've got family coming to town and I feel like I should be able to give them my full attention. Like they expect that somehow when they come to visit me. Weird, huh? But yeah, so that's how I'm just going to do a little fall leaf here for November. Okay. And then December, let's do some little holiday lights. We'll do red, do some blue, do some green. Okay, and we'll just do some little holiday lights. And that's it for this page, guys. That's easy peasy. So that will act as an extension of how I do my future planning. So if I have long-term things that I need to put somewhere, I can drop them in here into these little drop zones. We'll just call them drop zones because you're just going to drop the appointments in there and it makes it really easy. So that's it. And then tomorrow I'll show you guys how I do the recurring task page. And before we do this tomorrow, if you guys want homework, who doesn't love homework? You can go to tinyrayofsunshine.com, and she has a way that she does recurring tasks, and we're going to be borrowing heavily from that. So I want to make sure that we give credit where credit's due. So I'll be using that for my recurring task tracking page. And then that page will also complement our 2 pages we'll be doing after that, which are formalizing your planning routine and coming up with a journal checklist, which is something you'll use every time you migrate or move to another spread. When you're moving things around, then you can refer back to the checklist to make sure that you don't lose anything along the way. It's very helpful for me. I've been doing this style of planning for about 1.5 years, and I still refer back to it every single time just because I lose things very quickly, and I'm a creature of habit and routine, and I like knowing that I'm doing everything in the right order. So that's it. So this was our page for today, and let me know if you guys really like certain pages that we make here together. I have not filled anything in yet with my own stuff. So if you really like these pages that we've made, let me know, because I can make a free printable for you guys of these. And then you can just go on and print them off and paste them into your journal pages if you want to. So Barbara, yes, I have, where these finished versions, okay, do I have an Instagram account where these finished versions get posted? I can put them on my Instagram account if you want. I have my regular Instagram account, which is just instagram.com/pageflutter, PAGEFLUTTER. So I can absolutely take photos of these finished ones and put them up on Instagram. I've been kind of Instagram lazy lately. I need to get back on top of that. So maybe that's a good way for me to do it. You guys will keep me honest that every day I need to get on and post the finished page for you guys. So, okay, that's what I'll do then. So if you guys are wanting free printables of these, let me know. You can drop comments below and say, yeah, printable of this one, please. And what I'll end up doing then is I'll put them in, I have a section on my website called The Vault, and that's for my newsletter subscribers. So if you sign up for my newsletter, you'll automatically get an email with the password so that you can get into the vault, and I can hang all of these in the vault for you so that at the end of this month, you guys will basically have a printable version of everything that we've done, a whole packet for free of my exact pages. They'll be the handwritten ones. You know, I won't go in and digitize them or anything like that. They'll be handwritten, and I'll scan them, and I'll get rid of any background or anything that they have and kind of darken them up for you so they'll be nice and crisp. But yeah, we can do that for sure, so that you guys don't have to, I mean, if you enjoy doing things by hand, by all means, do them by hand. I love doing them by hand, but some people that's really, yeah, Amy, the vault has a password. So if you go to the subscribe section of my website, just subscribe to the newsletter, and then and then you'll get an email with the password to the vault. And then if for some reason you don't get that email, send me an email and let me know. Because occasionally it happens once in a blue moon, but occasionally somebody won't get the password and then they have to email me and I can go in and check and add you to the list and then send you the password and take care of that. So go to the subscribe section, sign up for the newsletter. The newsletter is really easy too, guys. Here, we're done talking about this page. Let me just look at you guys and talk to you. So the newsletter, I don't do a lot of I don't send you guys, hi Alicia, Alicia came, yay, she probably finished her live. You guys, let me plug Alicia real fast and then we'll get back to talking about the newsletter. Alicia has a really cool, awesome sewing blog called sewwhatalicia.com, and she does lives on Facebook as well, and sometimes our timing overlaps, so we can't always go to each other's, but anyway, check out her stuff too if you're into sewing, embroidery, crafts, all those things. She's really awesome. She's very creative. So, okay, we were going to talk about the newsletter and getting into the vault. So my newsletter is not a lot of I don't send you an email every week or twice a week or anything like that. Right now, it's just a newsletter at the end of the month, and I give you a list of the posts that have come out on the website and things that I've been up to and any big announcements. So you're not going to get spammed all the time. And then you get a password that goes into the vault. And all of these printables will be in the vault. And there's already a whole bunch in there, and I try to add regularly to so that you guys can see, so that you guys can actually have. I'm sorry, my mind is just I'm so tired today. I try to add regularly so that you guys will actually get something out of it. I want to make sure that if you're on my list and you're getting my newsletters, that you're happy with what's in the vault. So that's just sort of my little thank you. But yeah, if you have any problems getting into the vault, please send me a message and let me know. And then I'll get some of these scanned over the weekend and get them uploaded so that you guys have the printable versions of the pages. And then, like I said, at the end of this, you'll have a printable version of everything that I've done. So that's it. That's it for today, guys. So tomorrow we'll start up again at 10:30 U.S. Central, and I'll get started on recurring tasks with you guys. So that's it. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.